in 2017 and 2018, many people were deported from Libya and Europe. Europe wondered because of this, many people will not still venture into this business. We have discovered that trafficking has become a source of business for some people, especially the trafficker. They have agents here in Nigeria, they have agents in Europe. So they still continue to deceive people into this evil trade.
I traveled to Libya in the year 2017 and I came back in the year 2022. When I came back, it was hell. I was hospitalized for a week. I came back to nothing. My expectations of traveling did not happen. I just came back hollow, stressed, rejected. I was just crying from where I came, nothing. And as at that period, I got pregnant and it became another journey for me because it was so frustrating for me and my baby, trying to cater for myself and trying to cater for her. Then I met the JDPCI. They saw me, they opened a shop for me. I'm an ex-Libya returnee. I wanted to do hair braiding. So they opened a shop for me and they gave me tools. I started braiding. The money was not that big when they opened shop for me, but I just told myself that I'm going to start from somewhere. That's how I started managing my work. From just wigging, I started doing frontal installation. Though I did not learn it, I had to watch through YouTube how to make frontals and stuff. Then last year, I went to go and do an upgrade in Lagos. I started doing professional frontal installation and professional wigging. And now I have girls learning under me. I moved from my old shop to another bigger space and now I'm doing well. I'm happy for their support. Apart from the first support they gave me, they also gave me another support. The generator I was having was not that big, so they gave me a bigger generator and they used to come and monitor us, check how far, call us for seminars, training. They teach us, they encourage us. I'm so happy and satisfied. I am so grateful for all they have done for me. Even when I'm encouraging my girls in the shop, I used to tell them that, see, it's not just to start big. Have the mindset to just start, because I've seen some people start big and at the end of the day, they end up not being able to manage what they started. But for me, that started small. You see ourselves growing every day. Don't be that desperate that you want to move, and we are achieving our dreams. It is a privilege and we are grateful to God Almighty for what He has done for us, and I'm grateful to JDPCI for their support and all that they have done for us.
When I came from Libya, it was not at all easy. When I came back with my children, confused and with nothing, not even a bottle of water, not even with anything. I just moved into Nigeria like that, empty-handed. I was thinking, where will I go? What will I do? Where is food? Where can I get money? Where is anybody to go to for help? Already, those who brought me to Libya had deceived me into the country. But I thank God I still came back successfully. After I lost my baby a few months ago, I met the JDPCI. They introduced me to some things and started helping me. They brought me to where I am today. They helped my children in school and still taught me a skill that will help me in the future. They asked me, what do you want to do? And I decided to learn hairdressing. I'm a hairdresser today. So I want to encourage people out there. Never you listen to those who tell you to travel out to Libya or to other countries. It's not easy at all out there. I will advise you to learn a skill and you will still be a better person out there. I'm happy today because of the skill I went to learn. I wish I knew this from the beginning.
My name is Mr. Brown Okoje. I'm from Eastern Northeast Local Government, Uromi JDPCI Documentary. I'm a returned migrant from Libya. Also, the founder and executive director of Great Eastern Returnees Association, a returnees group founded by me. I returned back from Libya 2017. I'm married with 3 kids. So when I came back from Libya, I was depressed because all hope were lost. I can remember when I get to Libya, I was kidnapped by what they called Arabo, which is the bad Arab ones. So they kidnapped me and I was asked to pay a ransom of about 1.5 million naira. And let me say I was the breadwinner of my family even before I left. And I left nothing home. So when I was kidnapped, I have nobody to call. They called me out on a very good day, and they asked me, since I don't have anybody to call, that I should. They naked me, they just naked me off from beginning to the end. I was naked. They brought out a bowl of water and they brought out 2 naked wire where they told me to step in. And this was a week strict in the detention without no food, no water. I was already half dead. So at that point, I only knew that I was not going to make it alive again. So I went straight to the water and all I knew was I met myself in center of desert where the Arabs normally could dump their dead on a regular basis. So when I wake up, I don't know how many days I spent in that place. But all I knew was that when I woke up, I looked my left, my right, I will see some dead bodies along with me. So meaning, during that present, they used the 2 naked wires, put it on the water. That was where I was totally off of the dead. I don't know how many days I spent in that spot. So coming back to Nigeria, because of my horrible experience, so I decided to found an organization who our aim is to raise awareness on the dangers involved in human trafficking and irregular migration. So along the line, I came across this organization, JDPCI Uromi, where we started partnering with them. And ever since our partnership with JDPC, I can say I've learned a lot from them personally. I've learned a lot, and one of the things I've learned from them have reshaped the way I think, the way I do things about life, and how I react to issues. Because I will tell you for free that JDPC has reintegrated a lot of my members. I have a 3-year project with JDPC as of 2-3 years ago, where every 6 months they will ask me to bring like 30 female victims of trafficking, and these people will be reintegrated back to society. JDPC have done a lot for me, and I can say my journey so far cannot be complete without Uromi JDPC. We have a lot of female returnees who came back from Libya, mostly those who came back with children, and their family will reject them. And JDPC will bring them in, treat them, train them, counsel them, and reintegrate them back to the society.
We have discovered that traffickers have different methods. In this state, we are so surprised that in rural area that hotel, we are now having hotel where they are bringing young girls across the state. They brought them to this state, and as a result, that after exposing them to a sex industry, they will traffic them, and that is a great concern we are having now. Then we also have some rural areas, riverine areas like Ifekwaiana and another part, where the children come around out of secondary school and primary school. As far as 5 years, they bring these children together, and they are easily being influenced. And some of them, without even free primary school, they are being trafficked, believing that money is the portion of the day. We know in this part of the world, internet fraud is also part of the thing that are operating now. So young boys are taken out of Nigeria to other African countries, and they return, we will call them internet fraudsters. They return back to this country with money, And so with all that, trafficker also use that method to deceive people that we can take you out on this same route, but at the end of the day, they become victims of human trafficking.
They didn't just empower us, they walked beside us. Faith stepped out of the pulpit. Everything they taught us was inspired by the Catholic social teachings.
All right, my name is Dr. Michael Uromi. I work as Director of Program for Uromi Justice Development Peace and Caritas Initiative. Uromi JDPCI is a faith-based, non-governmental organization established by the Catholic Diocese of Uromi. And our work is basically to interact with the social arm of the church, issues that has to do with the Catholic social teaching generally. And the beautiful thing about the Catholic social teaching is the fact that everything that has to do with human, social justice, peace, development, and the dignity of human persons are issues that we cover. So our core value is basically around looking at these issues and bringing it to implementation. And it forms virtually everything that we do in the field, the project that we get engaged in, and the people that we interact with. And one of that brings us to the issue of human trafficking, because as Uromi JDPCI, we have different thematic areas. We have areas around human rights, we have issues around human trafficking or country trafficking, person and migration. We have micro-enterprise development. The focus will be more of looking at addressing some social ills, and that brings us to the issue of human trafficking. And in human trafficking, we are looking at narrowing it down to child trafficking. Pushing for the implementation of this activity, we have seen the need to engage communities, to carry community along. And in carrying community along, we are looking at promoting human dignity in life. In carrying community along, we are looking at the option for the poor and the vulnerable. These two key aspects of the Catholic social teaching interact and brings us to virtually everything that we do. But we are most grateful at this time to ECPAC France and ECPAC Luxembourg, who have sponsored our projects for quite some time now. And they saw what we are doing, dealing with children, dealing with adolescents in school, adolescents out of school, and then also dealing with caregiver and community structures to see how we strengthen protection of children, strengthen sensitization efforts, and get community involved. And then we came in directly in one of their projects that they refer to as Don't Pay With Your Life. Don't Pay With Your Life is a very huge campaign. It's also online. If you just type Don't Pay With Your Life on Facebook, you will see it. And a lot were done there actually to see how we can actually create awareness about the dangers of human trafficking. And a form of reintegration was also done in that project. And this reintegration, we saw the need to empower vulnerable households as an aspect to actually promote the prevention of human trafficking.
We also see how we can support people. We can also see how we can empower people. This project also give opportunity for us to empower 10 returnees, victims of human trafficking, not just returnees, but victims of human trafficking, who have actually come out of this country, suffered for some years, some of them 3 years, 4 years, in Libya and in Europe, and they are turned back to this country empty-handed. Those are some of them now. We have engaged them in trade and we empower them. The job we have is that this is actually helping for reduction of human trafficking.
Caritas Nigeria is an agency of the Catholic Bishops' Conference saddled with human and integral development. We have various interventions that are geared towards good governance, health interventions, emergency response, anti-human trafficking and protection for refugees in war-torn zones. We are glad to have partnered with Uromi JDPCI in diverse interventions ranging from raising awareness on the issues of human trafficking, having school clubs and child champions in schools to form as peer educators within the schools, and also creating livelihood opportunity, educational support for children at risk of human trafficking. Also, they have greatly supported child victims of human trafficking with accompaniment, and also providing for their caregivers to in turn take care of these children who have become victims of human trafficking.
Before, justice was something distant. Now I see it in my town hall, in the hands of my people, in the courage to say no more.
As I said earlier, the traffickers, they are very smart and they are looking for a way to traffic other people. Some of them have been arrested, some of them are already in police custody. And that is the job we have. Above all, the community themselves are very, very conscious about this.
Well, my name is Mr. Itwa Godfrey, the Director of Social East and West Libya Government. JDPC have been helped to East and West. But they have communities they are taking care of their family. And all they have done, they empower those returnees. They have given them grinding machines, sewing machine, even cash. They have been working seriously. And if I tell you the training they give it to me, if not then, I wouldn't have been able to get some things I am using in office. A lot of people do come to me for issues. But based on what I learned from them, I'm able to carry on. Now, in the issue of trafficking, they don't play with it. They don't joke with it. They do everything possible to make sure every trafficked person, whether man or woman or boy or girl, they try to see what they will do. Circumstances make most of our youth want to go to abroad by all means. And so when they discover the means that led to what led to this youth trying to jackpot, they find a way to settle them to make sure. And any child that is trafficked for sexual exploit, that is area where they don't take like it. There was a case, father was telling us how the mother of the trafficker was locked up by police. They don't want anything like child trafficking. They don't support it. They fight it. Like the issue of rape. You know, just report that issue to them. They bring vehicle to take the person who is involved in the rape to be. Even when you don't have money, they provide the money. They want to make sure the less privileged in the society get justice. So that is why I love working with them. Ever since I came in contact with them, the committee I'm heading in my local government, I know how they be supporting me morally, with training, financially, and all of them.
Okay, my name is Barrister Sam Ofia. I'm the Zonal Commander, NAPTIP, the new Zonal Command. NAPTIP is the focal agency set up by the federal government to fight human trafficking in Nigeria. And human trafficking is the transportation, the harboring, the receipt of a person, either by deceit or by coercion or by debt bondage for exploitative purposes, which could be sexual exploitation, debt bondage, organ harvesting, arms breaking, domestic servitude, and forced labor. So for us at NAPTIP, our work is to make sure that the criminals, the traffickers are put behind bars, and to make sure that victims of human trafficking are rescued, put in a safe house for them to receive psychosocial support and reintegrate into the society as functional members of the society.
Ichime was a PhD smiling. I work with the Edo State Migration Agency as the head of Rehabilitation and Integration Department. Before now, it used to be Edo State Task Force Against Human Trafficking. And for some years now, we've been in very strong collaboration with JDPCI Documentary, in not just the meeting that was held today. A lot of collaboration has happened in the past on so many other projects. The last I can remember is the Palladium project. So, and it has been like that for a very long time. I don't think there's any major projects JDPCI has done without involving the Edo State Migration Agency. And now that it has evolved to Edo State Migration Agency from Edo State Task Force Against Human Trafficking, it's all been in the same trafficking space, and it's been an interesting outing all along. Father Arido, as his name goes, has been a very wonderful character when it comes to working in the trafficking space. And going forward, we hope to maintain that relationship and keep it going, because there are so many more things to be done together, especially when it has to do with the trafficking space, the child-friendly space, and as wide as it can be.
Although I still carry the past, but I also have hope. We are no longer victims. We are fighters. We are survivors, and we are free.